Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, we are all the students of English language and literature. And as the students of English language and literature, it is very important that you write your answers in the most effective manner. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss how to write your first paragraph, your first introduction in all your answers in your exam. Friends, remember the first paragraph or the introduction is the first thing your examiner is going to read. And that's why your first paragraph must be the most impressive, the most appealing, which wins the hearts of the examiners, right? And that's why it is very important. In English, it is said, well begun is half done. Okay, and that's why a good introduction always wins you good marks in your exam. Friends, when we are writing an answer on English language or on English literature, you need to consider these three things as you can see here on the screen. Number one, try to begin your answer with one very well-known quotation, some great remarks, some very popular lines said by some great scholars or some great critics. Okay, this is the first rule. Begin with a very appealing quotation. Number two is use ornamental language. Why ornamental language? Because friends, we are all the students of English language and literature. Studying literature, we must know how to use literary language, flowery language, ornamental language. Friends, ornamental means you can try to use some figures of speech, some poetic devices in your own language while writing your answer, because that wins the attention of the examiners. And number three, always in your first paragraph, you need to introduce the main topic or the main thesis of the discussion. Let's see all these three things in detail, how you can include all these three things. Say for example, the first thing is to begin with an appealing quotation. Okay, say for example, if you are writing an answer on Hamlet, on Macbeth, or any play written by William Shakespeare, then you can begin like this. Ben Jonson sings of the greatness of William Shakespeare, soul of the age, applause, delight, the wonder of the stage. Friends, this is how you can begin. That Ben Jonson has said these lines in praise of William Shakespeare. Or you can say Brigham Young remarks. You say for example you are writing an answer on feminism, right? Then you can take this quotation, you educate a man, you educate a man, you educate a woman, you educate a generation, right? This is a very popular sentence, said by Mr. Young. Or say for example, you are writing an answer on St. Coleridge, then you can begin like this. Ransom rightly avers. Avers means says or opines, right? Ransom rightly opines that Coleridge is perhaps the best practitioner of criticism that we have in the classics of our language, right? So you can begin with some very popular line or popular quotation, right? Now, to use these quotations, you can begin like these sentences as you can see on the screen. Critics shower their voice of appreciation unanimously. Unanimously means in all agreements, all critics unanimously agree on St. Coleridge, right? Or you can begin like this, coruscating the genius of John Dryden, Okay, coruscating means appreciating. You can use these different words. Your vocabulary must be rich. In one answer, you can say appreciating the genius of John Dryden. In another answer, you can say coruscating the genius of John Dryden. In third answer, you can say eulogizing the genius of John Keats, right? So eulogizing, appreciating, coruscating, these are different words which you should which you should use in your answer. And not only like in most of the times people say that coruscating the genius of John Dryden, Asterisk Coleridge writes in this manner. Now writes, okay, instead of writes you can say avers, avers, you can say remarks, you can say opines, you can say states. Okay, so in different answers you can use these different vocabulary, right? In the same manner, the second important thing is that your language must be ornamental, must be full of figures of speech. Your language must be artistic. Why? Because you are the students of arts, you are the students of literature, right? You can use these sentences, you know, for any writer, for any answer. Like Shakespeare is the most outstanding dramatist of the Elizabethan age. Now it's not necessary that this sentence is applied to William Shakespeare. Even if you are writing an answer on George Bernard Shaw, then you can say Bernard Shaw is the most outstanding dramatist of the 20th century, right? In the same manner, you can say another kind of sentence that so and so dramatist is one of the most loved and respected dramatists of English literature, right? You can change the names, but the sentences can be same. Like you can say another third type of sentence, Edmund Spenser is a magnanimous personality, a magnanimous literary personality. Or you can say Coleridge is undoubtedly a poet of high standard. Now not necessary that you are writing an answer on Coleridge. If you are writing an answer on John Donne, then you can say John Donne is undoubtedly a poet of high standard. Okay, or you can say he is the most influential and imposing figure of Renaissance, right? Or you can say Marlowe's plays are packed with power and passion, right? So packed with power and passion, you know, this is a kind of artistic language. Or here you can change the names, right? Instead of Marlowe, you can say William Shakespeare, right? You can say George Bernard Shaw, right? John Donne is the most brilliant, or you can use the word dazzling. John Donne is the most dazzling star in the galaxy of metaphysical poetry. Now instead of galaxy, in one answer you can use the word galaxy, in another answer you can use the word sky, or the third answer you can use the word firmament. Firmament, sky, galaxy, all are same, right? So instead of the name John Donne, you can use any other. You can write John Keats. If you are writing an answer on John Keats, P.B. Shelley, or any other poet, you know, you can use this sentence that P.B. Shelley is the most brilliant star in the firmament of English poetry. Or you can use this kind of sentence, John Milton is the invincible poet of English literature, right? Or you can say Shelley's poetic genius is invincible and unassailable in English literature. So the point is, you must be able to know how to use different very impressive adjectives in order to appreciate the writers, right? You can say like this, William Shakespeare is a myriad-minded man, right? Shakespeare, or instead of Shakespeare, you can write another name. You can say Hemingway is a myriad-minded man, right? Alexander Pope is a poet of high stature. John Dryden is a volcano from whom springs the dazzles of everlasting critical theories. Right? Such sentences impress the examiners. Charles Dickens is respected or revered for his most outstanding work of art, David Copperfield. Now you can change the names. Instead of Charles Dickens, you can use the name which you want to write, or instead of David Copperfield, you can write the title of any other work of art, right? Eliot's poetry leaves an indelible mark, indelible imprint on the mind and hearts of the readers. Now here you can change Eliot's poetry. Instead of that, you can say Keats' poetry, right? Keats' poetry leaves an indelible imprint on the mind and heart of the readers, right? Bernard Shaw has secured a perpetual means permanent. You can use the word perpetual or permanent. Bernard Shaw has secured a permanent place in the hearts of the lovers of English literature, right? This is how you can write. Bernard Shaw's name has been written with golden letters in the history of English drama. Instead of Bernard Shaw, you can write John Milton, right? John Milton's name has been written with golden letters in the history of English poetry, right? This is how you can use these kinds of sentences. Or you can say Marlowe's plays create the feeling of awe and wonder among the critics and scholars, right? So these are different types of sentences which you can use in your introductory paragraph, and you will be successful. I guarantee you will be successful to impress and catch the attention of your examiners. Number 3, after doing these two things, right, third important thing is to introduce the main thesis of discussion. That means the main point of discussion. For that also you can use these kinds of sentences. Say for example you are writing an answer on Dr. Faustus, then you can say Marlowe's Dr. Faustus is a magnum opus. Magnum opus is a Latin word, okay? Magnum opus or masterpiece of English drama. Right here you can change the name. Say for example you are writing an answer on David Copperfield, then you can say Charles Dickens' David Copperfield is indeed a magnum opus of English novels, right? Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea is bubbling with high serious philosophies of life. If you are writing an answer on philosophy in the novel Old Man and the Sea, or if you are writing an answer on element of humor or laughter in Bernard Shaw's comedy, then you can say like Bernard Shaw's Candida is filled with fun, fervor and laughter, right? So friends, this is how you can write your introduction. Remember, your introduction should not be too long and should not be too short. It should be about 5 to 7 sentences, and within these 5 to 7 sentences, friends, you have to play an important role, use more adjectives, use ornamental language and begin with a quotation which is very popular among the readers. So friends, here I end this lecture. Please share this video if you really loved to watch this video. Share it among your friends. Thank you very much.